Did you know the success that you're chasing in your organization has zero to do with how hard you're working and how well intended you are? I'm telling you, the number one secret that I've found that has given us massive success, I'm talking over 500 employees in our last organization, and that is the alignment of our budget, the plan to achieve that budget, and also the communication within the organization that I'm able to get the buy-in from our team to make sure that we get there. Okay, so I know as business owners, we sometimes can feel like we're stuck on a hamster wheel, grinding it out day in and day out, hoping that if we just work hard enough, we're going to get to where we want to go. And I'm here to tell you that for me as a business owner, and for the last 20 years, I spent the first 3 years fighting as a startup trying to get to where I wanted to go. And I did everything I could to make sure that my bills, and I made enough personally to just get by. And some of you might be able to relate because the fear is, man, when I just needed a minute to take a rest, I wasted a decade in that place. Struggling, just having enough to feel like I was doing my job as a business owner. And I'm here to break that pattern, because what had happened for us is what I want to give to you is once we got to a place with total alignment, we went from 30 employees for over 12 years to over 500 employees in the last 3. And I'm going to walk you through this in 3 secrets that gave us this massive success. And the first one that I talked about is getting full and total resolve on your annual budget. And if nothing else, it's in that final commitment of what is your profit going to be at the end of the year. And that's something that once you get the buy-in from your organization and you come to resolve with it, you write it in permanent marker and it's a non-negotiable number. Okay, because the second thing, your secret number 2, is the plan. And that's something that you're going to write in pencil, because the first one's in permanent marker, how you get there. But after you spend the time, and we have the ability to work with you on this, you're going to figure out to avoid the zigzagging and acting on emotion and reacting to the day, hoping that you're going to be well-intended enough to get to your intended target. And I'm here to tell you, once we go through this process and develop your plan, weave the financial metrics that are tied to your budget that keep your team accountable on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis, you're going to know with fingertip controls where you're at to that plan. And your team is also going to realize that you are not kidding on where you're going. And it's as if it's like magic, as everything starts to fall into play. You know where you're going, your plan, you stick to it to the best of your ability, and you hold your team accountable to it. And the third secret that has given us, I'm telling you, we start walking on water with potential, and that is when we spend the rest of the year cheerleading in 3 to 5 minute intentional, I don't want to say speeches because that can scare people, but 3 to 5 minute messages on a weekly basis, reinforcing why we're going there, reinforcing how we're going there, reinforcing that, oh man, we see you, I see you as the leader of the organization, and I appreciate the battle in what you're doing and where we're going with this organization, because it's in that moment when your budget clicks with the plan and connects with your team that all of a sudden they start to understand, and we're going to work with you to give you the clarity to your team that they see the benefit to them personally of getting to the vision of your organization and the success that you're chasing as a team, right? Because once they feel it in here and bring their passion and their brain and their ability to think through problems, right? That's the employee engagement. You'll pull an extra 20, if not 50% more out of your organization. Side benefit is they also get excited about where they're going and what they're doing, and they start to tell like-minded friends, and so your recruiting starts to be affected by that. So that communication and the vision and holding them accountable is what I promise you, what most organizations are craving. All right, so what we're doing is, I told you briefly that we just exited a business of over 500 employees, and my wife and I, we spent the last 20 years starting, scaling, selling businesses for generational wealth, and now it's our passion to come back and help other like-minded entrepreneurs who are ready to make that move and find massive success in their life and not having to waste years. I'm not going to say wasted because I learned a lot, but I spent years, a decade, in something that I could have accomplished in 3. So we're circling back, giving the answers to the test. And what we're going to do, the process is walk you through. We have a process that takes you through first. We would love to see all your budgets, your financial expectations, and your projections. Make sure that it makes sense. That there's no gaps in your templates and your budgets, and we have all that to just input your data into what we've used and found incredibly effective. Also, there's a planning process to make sure that you're in alignment in the environment that we're in, that your vision is relevant, that it's connected to the plan, as well as take your budget through who you have in your organization, that we tie accountability to the right people and get everybody engaged and accountable on how we're going to get to where they're going, right? Also, allow you to see your business financially so you understand how much money you have to generate the needed money that you have. So when you're looking to manage your business, it's from a financial perspective and has very little to do with how you're feeling that day, because you want to stay focused, right? Focus is the key, the alignment in that. We also have scripts, because I've done this with in my last organization as we grew, and it was a key, a differentiating factor is these 3 to 5 minute videos. And I have scripts that do start off with engagement and gratitude, that take you into your vision, and it circles around with pillars that align your team and gets them excited and reminds them on a weekly basis on why they're fighting, why it's so critical that they show up with their head and their heart, and why and how it's going to benefit them personally, and how their family is going to win as we win as the organization, right? So we have the templates, we have the process. And so what we're asking is, if this is something that you're looking to do in your life, is to schedule a call today. Because we only have a certain amount of room. This is something that we're doing to help and to give back. And yes, there's a financial connection to it, but that is to make sure that we only work with businesses who are passionate. And not just like, yeah, I want to grow and I'll try that. No, I'm talking about you're ready to make a commitment. You're ready to go and find that or create that financial abundance and the freedom that we're able to experience and have gone through, and take others to this place as fast as physically possible. Maximize the potential in your business. So again, schedule a call today. We don't have much room. And what we're also throwing in through this LinkedIn promotion is that we've been also perfecting. One of the things that's been most successful for us is a cash flow template. I'm telling you what, everything is fun and games, but the party is over when you run out of cash. And I have experienced that more times than I would like to count. My wife is a financial guru and will help you make sure that you have the accurate perspective and angle and bills and forecast in your cash flow template, so there's no surprises on where your money is, because I promise you that's the foundation, and that will allow you to sleep better at night. So that's a $5,000 product all on its own. We're going to throw that in for free just because our hearts are behind working with the right people who deserve to get to where they're going. All right, schedule a call today.